5 years ago, MTN Nigeria embarked on a journey which many saw as a test of its commitment to the socio-economic development of Nigeria with the establishment of the very first non-governmental foundation, the Mtn Foundation, setting aside 1% of its profit to fund the foundation's activities.
I can say what I want to say, I can be.
Using the UN Millennium Development Goals as a guide, MTN Nigeria dedicated itself to a collaborative process, consulting and listening carefully to various stakeholders in various sectors in order to know how best to impact the quality of lives in the communities where they operate in a meaningful and sustainable fashion. Today, the MTN Foundation is the vehicle through which MTN Nigeria implements its corporate social investments initiatives under 3 key portfolios, namely education, health, and economic empowerment. It has been a most fulfilling journey as the Foundation's numerous activities has taken MTN Nigeria through several memorable roads, touching so many lives and building enduring friendships along the way.
These areas were determined as a result of research we did with the consulting company back then again in 2004, and what are the fundamental areas of needs in this country.
It's our expectation that if we're able to impact our immediate community, impact our employees, impact our suppliers and vendors, impact people who do business with us, then we believe that they would also go a long way in impacting their own immediate circle of influence.
My world's a better place because of MTN.
The MTN Foundation is presently engaged in over 120 projects across 28 states of the Federation and the FCT, intervening in the areas of health, education, and economic empowerment. Across the country, over 50 schools have benefited from the MTN Schools Connect project, providing access and internet facilities to Nigerian school children.
I can say what I want to say, I can be.
I can stand out confident that I know what to do with a computer, and it has helped me in so many ways because if anything happens now, I know what to do.
With the MTN here now, you can you get to learn more from the professional that is taking it.
Na, 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 na. Everywhere I go.
Over 100 families have benefited from the MTN Foundation Habitat for Humanity project, where families that could not afford accommodation now have roofs over their heads in the housing estate built for them in Nasarawa.
When we took the form, we thought that it's a joke, and we thought that maybe it's a 419 issue. So, and then gradually there are some people that encourage us that we should just do the form and fill the form, that it can be possible, and we can also win the house to be a homeowner.
To build 100 units of housing is not easy. 100 units, it's not easy. So I really thank them.
Everywhere I go.
Soccer is being provided at the various MTN Foundation voluntary and counseling centers as hope is restored and Nigerians are getting more enlightened about the HIV/AIDS pandemic.
What MTN is doing, I think is, how can I qualify what they were doing? It's like they were restoring soul. Yeah, that is the way I can qualify what they were doing. It's like when people are dying and they restore them back to life. You see, as I've said earlier, if I show you the picture, you will know that even with the ordinary counseling that they have counseled me, it's enough to survive person.
A lot more women are moving ahead in life as the foundation has created an army of women who are beneficiaries of the MTN Foundation Rural Telephony Project.
We know about MTN through the GBF, now Growing Businesses Foundation, Lagos. They are the people that introduce us to MTN by giving us some handsets and the recharge and booster card for a start. At least for a start, they gave 5 women as a pilot program. From there, the whole thing started. My advice to MTN is that they will pick it up, keep it up, because they have been helping a lot of poor people around us.
Everywhere I go.
The foundation is also tackling environmental issues as it's partnering with environmental bodies, has provided waste recycling plants and materials, just as it has done at the Aleshiloye Market, Ibadan.
While looking for the people that will fund the project, so it was that time they inaugurated Mtn Foundation, and we consulted them and they decided to fund the project. So since then, we funded the project.
Tẹ́lẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tí ò mọ̀ bí ọjà Alẹ́ṣinlẹ́yẹ̀ yìí ṣe rough tó. Láti ìgbà tí àwọn MTN yìí ti wá, wọn jẹ́ ká rìnrìn ìdọ̀tí mọ́. Everywhere ìmọ́tótó ó ń lọ ní gbogbo àyíká ọjà. You know, no different ti wọnú ọjà láti ìgbà tá ti rí wọn.
However, in 2009, the foundation made further commitments to Nigerians when it added more activities on its portfolios.
Everywhere I go, I see the beauty.
At the Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, the foundation successfully commissioned the MTNF University's Connect project on the 21st of May 2009, which the students have already started using. The University of Nigeria Nsukka MTNF University's Connect project was also commissioned by the Minister of Education, Dr. Sam Egbu, on the 5th of June 2009.
Everybody appreciates the work that MTN has done so far, especially on information.
Everywhere I go.
The foundation also undertook the Learning Facility Support Project that saw a number of schools in the country benefit from the MTN Foundation school furniture for both students and teachers and other items. Also, 514 students of various higher institutions were offered scholarship under the MTN Foundation Science and Technology Scholarship Scheme.
The first stage will be provision of 500 plus scholarship of 200,000 naira each for students all over the country. As a matter of fact, they sat the exam December 5th this year, and you know, quite shortly we will be publishing the names of the 500 successful students to be awarded scholarships.
We believe that science education has to be encouraged, and it's our core business, but we're also encouraging people in the education sector.
Everywhere I go, I see the beauty.
MTN Nigeria also added its voice to the fight against malaria when the foundation, through the Partnership Against Malaria and AIDS in the Community (PAMAC), launched its malaria component, providing insecticide-treated nets and maternal anti-malaria prophylactic drugs at the 6 voluntary and counseling centers across the country. Under its medical support initiative, the foundation is partnering with hospitals that will run 12 dialysis centers and 6 mammography centers in the 6 geopolitical zones of the country.
In the Lagos State as a whole, there are few facilities that are able to cope with the management of kidney diseases. And for MTN to come in at this time to intervene and provide dialysis machines, 2 of the very best in the whole world, is a great impact that it will have on the health and well-being of Lagosians.
With the intervention of MTN, we are very hopeful that we will have a very large number of patients that will be very easily screened and intervention really done early to prevent the sequelae of patients with metastasis and so on as it relates to cancer of the breast.
Where I want, to the east, to the west, to the north or south, 'cause I feel love.
The Sickle Cell Foundation is not left out, as the foundation equipped it with its first-of-its-kind DNA machinery that can do a prenatal prognosis before childbirth.
Normally in the extraction of DNA, you can't get, you only obtain a very small quantity. But with the PCR machine, you can amplify the amount of DNA 1,000,000 times. So with that, when you do your test, you can be very sure of the result.
For those who are not yet benefiting from this, from the MTN sickle cell clinic or the MTN project, we encourage them to get in touch with us. We will direct them to where the clinics are, to where we have the clinics, and there they can get the necessary help.
Mothers, when they find out the children are diagnosed with sickle cell disorder, they come and they start crying because they believe it's a death sentence in quote. What we're trying to say is that these people can live quality life, and also the quantity, the length of their life can also be improved when they have access to drugs. So in these clinics, we see these patients, we encourage them to come at least 3 times a year. They're seen, we do their hemoglobin to check that it's okay. We give them their routine medication.
Palodrine, folic acid and multivitamins.
Every day, a sickle cell patient must take those drugs. Without those drugs, they are nowhere to be found.
Whenever I take the drug, I'm getting better.
Still under its health portfolio, the Mtn Foundation Mobile Health Clinic has been a huge success as Nigerians continue to request for the service.
I'd say that it has made me more aware of my health situations. I don't take anything for granted anymore as far as health is concerned. Because even a common cold could be an origin of something big.
Some people were told their fat level was kind of high, so they need to watch their fat intake, and some people that had low fat level, they encourage them in taking more so that they could actually have a better fat level.
I can go where I want to go. I can be what I want.
The Milk Flow project of the Mtn Foundation, under the supervision of the Integrated Dairies Limited, is already yielding fruit for the local cattle rearer in Jos, as the quality of their dairy product has improved immensely. Across the nation in June, Mtn Foundation spearheaded the group-wide Yellow Care program that ran for a month, taking out time to care for the environment and the vulnerable people in the society. In recognition of the Foundation's commitment to Nigeria and Nigerians, MTN Nigeria received a total of 6 awards at the 2009 Social Enterprise Rewards and Awards SERA, including the overall Best Company Award. The awards were the MDG 1 in Poverty Reduction, MDG 3 in Women Empowerment, MDG 8 in Partnership for Development, Best Telecommunication Company in CSR, Overall Best, and also a certificate of commendation as Overall Winner endorsed by the Federal Inland Revenue Service. Today, MTN Foundation has become the yardstick for evaluation of a successful corporate social initiative. MTN Nigeria is convinced that its network will empower Nigerians not only by facilitating effective communications, but by ensuring that communities and ordinary Nigerians will have access to better education, good health, and be economically empowered.